Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. So funny story real quick. I was gonna try to do this video without my tripod and I'm like, but then I have to hold my arm out here like that and I'm just not good at that. So I dug my tripod out of my carry-on to do this video because I think it's just something that's not talked about and something that needs to be normalized, because what I'm going to share about today is the reality for hundreds and hundreds of people, especially in the disability community. And that is the fact that it has really hit me, and I'm just hoping that I'm equipped for it. It's really hit me that with both of our children, I am officially a parent of kids with special needs, kids that are going to face different challenges in their life. Now, that's not to say like everybody faces challenges in their life, and everybody's child will, but my kids are going to face challenges that your typical child probably won't. And it's just something that I've become more aware of recently. And you're probably like, what are you talking about? You've had Misty since September, you know, you gave birth to Thomas, like you've had different challenges and things. Yes, but when we get back to Miss D tomorrow, we are jumping into doing all different kinds of therapies with the kids, like super quick, and we're jumping into it pretty heavy and pretty thick compared to what we've done in the past. And so it's just, let me give you the rundown for it, okay? Right now, Misty does physical therapy twice a week on Mondays and Wednesdays for 2 hours at a time. We're gonna continue to do that. But that's physical therapy. She also needs occupational therapy, or what's also known as OT. Occupational therapy is OT, physical therapy is PT. And Thomas has been getting OT while we were in the States because he has been diagnosed with a sensory processing disorder. Now, that's not to say that he might have more diagnoses down the road, but he has some things that he struggles with and that we're trying to get ahead of how to cope with them and just deal with things so that we aren't having meltdowns in public, so that he is able to go to a restaurant sitting down. And so we're also gonna continue his occupational therapy, or his OT. And then when we were back in the Philippines, Thomas was also getting speech. So we're gonna pick that up again. So we have, for Misty, physical therapy and occupational therapy, or PT and OT. And then for Thomas, we have OT and speech. And we're also gonna do Thomas's tutoring twice a week, because yes, I'm gonna try to do as much as I can at home with the kids, but it's also nice to have an outside person come in and help with the testing. And like, he is nowhere close to being a reader, and you're supposed to learn how to read in kindergarten. And one thing that I'm trying to avoid is when he gets into 1st and 2nd grade, I'm trying to avoid a situation of him having to be in the lower reading group, because I was for many years. And any teacher or anybody that tells you that it doesn't matter or doesn't affect a kid that is in that lower reading group, like that is something that they will never forget for the rest of their life. And they will beat themselves up for it, even if other people aren't. So I'm really hoping that we can get ahead in his education and just get him to the point where he loves reading and is really good at reading. So we're gonna bring in a tutor for Thomas twice a week, and I think she's also gonna meet with Miss D once a week. So yeah, like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the tutoring's at home. So that's like 5 different appointments during the week just with therapies. We also still need to get Miss D into the eye doctor. We also need to go and see the doctor, the pediatric specialist that she saw where we got her braces and stuff from. We need to go and see them again. And yeah, we've got some possibilities of surgeries and things down the road. And so it's just a lot. And I don't believe that God had given us this if he didn't believe that he could equip us for it and give us the right tools and things. But I'm a little nervous because at least here in Davao, we have transportation. If Dan can't help me take the kids to this or that, like I can hop in a taxi with them and go. There are resources once we get back to the States, but it's a little bit more complicated. And so I'm looking into seeing, or let me back up. I don't drive. Plain and simple. I don't drive because of my vision issues, and my vision gets worse when I'm nervous. So I don't drive. So I'm looking into, like, is there laws and regulations for, like, could I hire a driver and write it off on my taxes or something? I don't know. We've got a lot of things that we'll have to look into in the future. And it's just, it's a lot. And that's not even, like, you know, thinking about organizing or considering all of the fun stuff. And I feel like the first 8 years of Dan and I's marriage, we have been spoiled because we haven't had to do a whole lot. Yeah, we took Thomas to speech. Yeah, we've, you know, done little things for him here and there, but taking care of him has been super easy for the most part. And just being aware of, we have hopes and dreams for both of our kids, and a lot of times when you have a child that has special needs, forgive me, I don't even know if that's the terminology that's used anymore. It keeps switching and changing, and I'm just, I don't want to offend, but I'm also not a reader, so I don't know. But yeah, so there's just a lot of therapies and things to get organized and a lot of things to figure out. And don't get me wrong, like, we've got it super easy. None of our kids are on feeding tubes. Miss D can stand with assistance, and so, like, I don't think we'll need a super bulky electric wheelchair anytime soon. So we're not, you know, looking at wheelchair bans or anything like that. But there are different things that at each stage, at each point, like, I'm processing and realizing there are some dreams and hopes and things that we might have to let go of. And we need to be okay with that. First and foremost, we are not on this earth for sports and just all the things that we can do. Yes, we are to enjoy it, but we're here on earth to honor and glorify God. So I try to keep that in the back of my mind, that it's all for him. it's not for me, it's not for my kids, it's all for his honor and glory. It's so, as long as we're ultimately honoring and glorifying him, and no matter what happens, then that's what we need to be happy with. So it'll all work out. We're not the first parents to go through this with kids with special needs and medical needs and all that. But it's hit me like, this is the role that you've been given, and I'm excited about it. Like, this is gonna sound weird. I kind of like shopping for medical equipment. It's come a long way. They've got cool colors, and they've got so many different things to help kids to reach their full potential. And we've got some exciting things coming up that we're gonna do with the kids, and plans and dreams, and of course we're trying to hold them loosely because we aren't guaranteed tomorrow, but we love our kids, and we love them just the way they are. So, but I just wanted to let you know, like, that there are parents out there that either when they get the diagnosis or later on, it does hit them like, wow, like this is part of my life, and I'm busy, and yeah, so we're just gonna take it one day at a time and see what happens. But the most important thing is we get to see Miss D tomorrow. Guys, it's been over 4 months. Yeah, definitely not something I would suggest for anybody to do, but we are so excited to see her, and just excited to jump into all the adventures with both of our kids. So we'll talk to you later. Bye. God bless.